Hello.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Charles.
Okay. Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Lagos, mainland.
What are we selling this morning?
Yeah, I'm into interior, such as wooden solution, wood laminated wooden floor, SPC, WP. Number to locate me is 080 35 346 703.
1. Dial star 785. 2. Text your national identification number NIN to 785.
Just watch.
The anger
on WhatsApp number
Wait, you need to help me with something. I want to play from here.
4. Visit my
And,
MTN NG app.
just
Or
hold on, let me
5.
just-
Visit www.mtn.ng. If you don't have a
that's
national
it. Once you
identification
play, just
number,
load it.
just walk into any
Well, here it
MTN
blasts.
store
Why I
or
go for
DC
Let it
center
come
near
down
you,
to
or
like this
visit
level,
the MTN
15.
website to
Okay.
book
Yeah.
an appointment. What are we doing today?
That's how to know where it's going now. Once it's coming out here.
Strong.
Where you just see this?
Every day na so wahala. Every day na so bad news. Na wetin we go chop, na wetin we go buy, na where we go live. People dey die, people dey run, people dey fight. No be so me and God talk am. Me I go chop, me I go buy, me I go live, I no go die, I no go run, I no go fight. You know why? Something big, something
Strong.
something something high, something low, something heavy on my mind. Something big, something
Strong.
something on my mind. Something high, something low, something heavy on my mind.
You've probably heard this many times before. You have the potential to do anything you want and become whoever.
People dey suffer, na fact, no be lie. And people dey japa, na every day dem dey fly. And wetin we go chop, and wetin we go buy, and where we go live. People dey die, people dey run, people dey fight. No be so me and God talk am o. Me I go chop, me I go buy, me I go live, I no go die, I no go run, me I no go fight. You know why? Something big, something
Strong.
away, and be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. That's okay, 'cause we hopeful. Yes, I am hopeful.
The signals on 91.3, and yeah, something big is really on our minds. And this morning we'll be looking at. I was compulsed, whatever English is that, it was compulsory for me to, even though I tried to shy away from it, that so the recent primaries that just happened, the concluded APC primaries that just happened, you know, some of us had a lot of people had the people that they wanted them to become the APC flag bearer, right? For me personally, I knew that I wanted somebody, but the person didn't win. Okay, and after because I was up all night and looking at, okay, so who is going to be the APC's presidential flag bearer, and it turns out that our Ashiwaju Jagaban became the Ashiwaju became the flag bearer for the presidential flag bearer for APC. And so we have APC, we have PDP, we also have the Labour Party, and we have so many other parties who have declared their different flag bearers. Now here's the thing. We have since 1999, this is the first time that Nigeria has seen an increase, a major increase in PVC registration, due to the fact that different individuals have come to certain realizations. Every one of us have come to a certain realization, and that we have to become very proactive. In the last 2 Saturday programs, we've talked about tax, sugar tax, take phone tax, and all of that. And here's the bottom line. INEC has set June 30 as the deadline for voters registration. There's this concert that's going to happen at TBS. They've been canvassing that, go and get your PVC. We're talking PVC this morning. How important is having a permanent voters card? A lot of times we'll say that a vote does not count. And but yet again, we are here. We're here next year. 2023 this is June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months to election year, and we don't even know who to pick. Right? There is APC, there is PDP, there is Labour Party. Everybody has their preferences of the choice. Who is going to govern Nigeria? Who is going to take us from our present state to our present state? So our present state to, somebody called it apocalypse state to something better, right? And the question on everybody's mind, a lot of time, our answer is, okay, so go and get your PVC. Some companies are beginning to say that if you don't get your PVC, you can get your salary. That's how it has gotten to. Within the week, we had the traders in Alaba decide to shut down the market just so that everybody can get their PVC. And it was almost looking as if, oh, we must get, for some people they couldn't do it at Alaba because they had some little issues there. Not well, yeah, it's some little issue, right? And some people are saying, okay, you know what, go to TBS, that you can, within minutes you can get your PVC. Now all of this, it's getting to the point where if you don't have your PVC, right, we want to take, everybody is like, want to take our country back. And the question is, for some people, they say that they have PVC but they won't vote. For some others, they have their PVC and they're going to vote for their own persons. We're in a country of 20 million. Is it 20 million? I think 20 million. That is rough statistics, right? And you're wondering, they say that on Twitter you cannot, there is no social media, no PVC, you cannot win on Twitter, that you have to come out to vote. How then, the question is, how then, wait, I'll start picking up phones, I'll start picking up calls very soon. And how then, question on my mind this morning is, what would your PVC do if you get it? There is a clamor that you must get your PVC. PVC means permanent voters card, right? You have, before you go anywhere, they're saying, do you have your PVC? Very good. We have gotten to the point where we want the change to start from us. But what do you think your PVC will do for you? It's sure you have to get it. Every day there's a canvas, everyone is canvassing, go and get your PVC. There are celebrities coming out to have this mega concert that is going to happen today. This is 11th at TBS, and they're saying that PVC, or temporary voters slip, would admit you into the concert. Everybody is rising up in each of the states and saying that you need to get your PVC. Now, what do you think your PVC will do for you if you have it? Because everyone is rising. We can make noise on social media, but the real people who are going to vote are in the markets everywhere. Right, so what do you think your PVC will do for you? That's the conversation this morning. Have you gotten your PVC? Right, and we've got to the point where we have insecurity, we have unemployment, we have food security, insecurity. We have to provide proper infrastructure for Nigerians. So, what do you think your PVC will do for you? That's the conversation this morning. I put it to you. Tell me what's on your mind this morning, and let's talk. Have you gotten your PVC? For some companies, they're saying that if you do not get your PVC, you don't pay your salary. Like, it has gotten to that point where we need to get our PVC. So what do you think your PVC will do for you? Yes, I'm trying to play the devil's advocate this morning, so humor me and let me hear your thoughts. The numbers to call for WhatsApp, send us your WhatsApp message, 009-234-5913. Call us 0809-191-3913 or 0151-509113 or 0151-519113. Hello, good morning. No, I'm not doing that one. No, please reduce the volumes of your radio set. We're talking permanent voters card. I even have to ask them with the office. You want your PVC? They said yes. Okay. It's all right. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Let us talk.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Your name or where you calling us from? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name or where you calling us from?
Okay, this is Wilson. I'm calling from Ireland.
Wilson from Ireland. Welcome. We're talking PVC.
Okay, thank you. I've gotten my temporary voter's card.
Thank you.
Of which they promised that in 3 or 4 months' time they will notify me to come and pick up the permanent one.
Okay.
But the experience there was early.
Okay, where did you pick it up from?
I picked it up from Tapa Local Government Council. There is a PVC registration center in the council there. And I spent the entire day there just to get registered for this thing. And the experience wasn't encouraging. Many people were even walking out of annoyance and unnecessary delays. Nobody to address us. We just conveyed there, a number of us waiting tirelessly from morning till night. The officials there, as if they have their special candidate whom they will call on phone or bring in. While all of us were there waiting, they will just carry them and take them in there and waste all the time and register them. And most surprisingly, from morning to about 4 or 5 p.m. that I stayed there, it was only one registration machine that was capturing people. Just one, attending to the mammoth crowd that we had there on Thursday. I'm precisely talking about Thursday last 2 weeks. So for someone that has many involvement, you can't just sacrifice the entire only just to get PVC. Me, I was just resolute. So I think there is something fishy about it. These politicians, they know that the power actually belongs to the people, and the power belongs to the people only via the PVC they are holding. So they are trying to frustrate many people from getting this PVC so as to find their way of rigging or whatever it is. I don't just want to blackmail anybody, but there is truth in it. Could you imagine what happened at Alaba the other day? The entire market system shut down just to get people rolling for PVC. Isn't it a good thing? It should be encouraged in a good country, in a fair-minded country. True. But they wouldn't do that because they have hideous intentions. They know that if they allow PVC get to the people, they will be able to exercise their choice in voting, and it might not necessarily be them. So they want to frustrate it to deny us the power. Yes, it's true.
I know, right?
It's not a good one, at least. And otherwise, it has been redundant. The youth doesn't want to vote, the people doesn't want to vote, and things like that. And things have been going the way they intended. They will just go there and do one thing, and take up justice. Now everybody is experiencing the thing, and nobody now wants to take chances. Yes, nobody now wants to take chances. That's why we are not going out to get our PVC, and they are now wanting to frustrate us even in getting the PVC. And I think I'm just trying to encourage my fellow youth. Let us be resilient on this. No matter how much they try to frustrate us, we'll get the PVC and we'll vote them out.
Okay, then.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay, so one thing I picked from him is resolute. We have to be resolute. You have to be resolute. The people are much more important. The people are greater than the politicians. If we're able to come out en masse and get our PVC, whoever is even going to become the president, let's just get PVC first. So the question is, have you gotten your PVC? What has been the process like? Was it easy for you? INEC, what is happening? Why are we having just one machine working in some certain state, certain wards? Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Lagos Talk.
Good morning.
Morning, hi. My name is Wale from Oshin.
Wale from Oshin, welcome.
Yes. So everything everyone is saying is true. Where I work, we've actually tried to get people, our employees, encourage them to go and get their PVC. Most of them came back frustrated that it was too cumbersome trying to get it, and it's almost as if the inefficiency of INEC is on purpose. So what I want to do, I know you guys are trying your best in terms of the media, but what I want to tell you guys to do is you need to put more pressure on INEC. That if they truly want these elections to be free, fair, equitable, that they must do all in their power to encourage voter registration. It's within them they want to do it. We all know that. You know, that they really want to do it. If they want to encourage voter registration, they will do it. You know, why should voters, the voter registration have a particular deadline, especially when that deadline is almost 6 or 7 months before the actual election? Where's that done? If you really want to encourage voter registration, would you have the need to do that if you don't have an ulterior motive? You know, so the media have the power as well. You guys need to really own your responsibility. You know, lobby and pressure them so that they can actually allow people, or they can actually encourage people to come and try and register as much as possible. It's been a while since it's happened like this, where there's so much interest in these elections. Because people are tired and they want to take control of their future. That is the whole idea of elections. You know, that is the essence of the democracy. You know? So if we truly want to own and say, yes, Nigeria, we're a democratic country, let us do it properly. But the media, everybody has to play their part, the media inclusive. So please, I'm begging you guys, all within your power, you have the power as well. Lobby INEC, pressure them, day in, day out, go out there, interview people, let the frustrations of people that are not able to register, let it be public knowledge. You know, go to INEC, call them to your station as well. Interview them, ask them what's the problem, that this is what people are saying. Now, why are they doing this? So the media, please, I'm begging you, live up to your response. I know you're trying, but try harder, please. We're all stakeholders in this country.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wale has sent me on errand, so I know I'm coming for you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Tony. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome to the program. So,
okay, PVC in the hands of ignorant people is like you put gone in the hands of ignorant persons. People need to understand that while they are thinking of a particular president to be a particular aspirant of the party as the president for Nigeria, they should also be thinking of National Assembly. Because if you are from another party and the National Assembly is full of other party members, it will be difficult for that person to perform. All of us knows what happened between 2015 and 2019 or thereabouts. So we need to be careful how we choose our leaders with our CVC. Very, very important. Even at local level is more important, especially our governors. Governors are more powerful. They have power. They control resources. So they need to choose the right people. And like what the other person said about putting a timeline for registration of voters card, it's important because they have to compile the list for election. You can't continue to do it till the election comes. Nigeria is not yet doing electronic voting. So they have to stop it at a time, compile the list, and push it around to different locations where elections will be taking place. So I just need Nigerians, as they are collecting their PVC, they should also be thinking of how to make sure that the government will have a government that the executive, the National Assembly, the state, the local can communicate and work with each other. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Alien. I'm from Maryland.
Okay. Alien?
Alien.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
All right. So the question is about what our businesses can do for us, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, one of the big parties around the power to the people, right? And honestly, what gives that power is the BBC, right? It's what gives us the power to choose. So it's very, very important for us to get it. So yeah, I understand that seeing this last minute push, well, for obvious reasons, I'm on air, so I'm not obviously going to say why the young folks are all of a sudden coming out for this. But I think it's because they finally found someone they can rally around, stand in the sun for. Yeah, so I'm also on the INEC part, so I think they didn't quite see this coming.
They were all prepared.
They didn't see it coming, so it's quite shocking for them. They have to do like a whole lot of work. I saw a press release yesterday stating that there's been extra push from INEC for five of the southeastern states, Lagos and Kano State. Yeah, so primarily they are increasing their efforts, bringing in more machines to these five eastern states, Lagos and Kano. For them, they said these are the states with acute issues, and it's quite encouraging to see that. I'm also saying this so that people don't get discouraged. Over the next, this meeting happened on 9, that was 2 days ago. So over the next, like the next week, we're obviously going to be seeing a ramp up of probably more machines and faster processing of the PVC. Yeah. So I just thought to quickly just chip this in. And then I think your last caller mentioned the fact that sorry, I have my kids around.
Okay.
The last caller said something about the National Assembly and how the president or a particular party's candidate is being kind of prepared and why there's need for that. And that's very important. And I think we also need to start educating ourselves, right? So we run the kind of government where we have the executive and the legislature. We can bring in the legislature and the executive, right? So we need to start expanding the conversations around who are those representing us for the House of Reps and Senate on the platform of the party that our preferred presidential candidate is coming from. We need to start looking at that and also start sensitizing ourselves so we can rally around such people too, because the president needs the National Assembly. Just to put this out there for us all.
Thank you so much. It signals on 91.3 and we're talking PVC this morning. Have you gotten your PVC? Was it easy for you to get your PVC? And what do you think your PVC would do for you? INEC has set June 30 as the deadline for voters registration. Albert Section 9, subsection 6 of the Electoral Act of 2022 provides that the registration of voters, updating and revision of the register of voters under this section shall not stop not later than 90 days before any election is covered. Hello, good morning.
Something and call from private party second name.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Anonymous.
Okay. Where are you calling us from, Anonymous?
I'm calling from Ikeja.
Go ahead, please.
It was just a coincidence, though, that my name is coming as Anonymous. When my parents gave birth to me, they looked for different names they couldn't find, so they gave me Anonymous. So bear with me.
Not a problem. Go ahead, please.
All right. Okay, I learned something from you, which is patience. And I want to link it up with my sexual life, with my partner. A caller called about 2 minutes ago. I wanted to enjoy the conversation, but it got to a point that the sound was not coming out well. So I was like, what is happening here?
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you remember. So I had to, because I'm learning patience with my wife, and it's actually helping me. And I learned.
Sorry, I think I had to let you go. We're talking PVC, permanent voters card. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Okay. The signals on 91.3. My name is Adewunmi Oshodi. We're talking permanent voters card this morning. I think you called the wrong station. Okay, we're talking minor and numbers to call. Somebody sent us a message and said, can old people vote? Yes, they can vote. Yes, they can vote. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name, where are you calling us from?
My name is Odo. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Go ahead, please.
My conclusion to this PVC thing is that why can't PVC registration be an everyday thing? Once you clock 18, it is compulsory you register and have your PVC.
You got into my conversation. Very good, because I don't know why.
But when it's time for election, it is only transfers that people want to transfer their card from when they registered 4 years ago. They are no more. Okay, like let's take an example. I'm 18. I'm entering university. I'm schooling in Lagos. Or I did my NYSC in Lagos. I'm now back to my baby Abuja 4 years after. That should be the only time I should be running around. Oh, I want to do transfer. Because so what are the INEC staff doing every day when it's not during the election period? I should be able to enter an INEC office. I'm 18. It is my civic right to have my PVC. So if they make it compulsory, but it's not 18, you have your PVC. So once during election we are running around for voter registration and they are not doing closing there, I just feel it's unfair.
You're right. You're
just to make it a law. As once you clock 18 and you're a Nigerian, have your PVC. So when it's time for election, the only thing INEC staff should be engulfed with is people that are doing transfers.
You're so right.
That's why
you're so right, because what I have written down is people turn 18 almost every day. Why isn't there a continuous voters registration exercise like getting a driver's license or international passport?
Yes.
Why must INEC wait until it's almost election period? You're so right. You're so right. I just hope that our institutions work.
There's deadline. What is deadline? Fine, maybe deadline for transfers during the election period.
I don't know why.
When it's another 4 years for transfers. But I should be able to walk in to an INEC office, register. So what do they pay the INEC staff for?
But what you've just done is break the table on systemic issues. That's what you've just broken this morning for me.
They're not paying people money for doing nothing. So what are they going to do after election?
Yeah, that's another thing to look at. That's a very valid point to look at. Thank you so much.
Because I'm not saying
you are very right. You are very right.
Why are you closing it? Maybe closing for transfers for election period. So that they are not mumbled with the collation of people that will be registered as a particular polling booth. That should be the only thing you should be hearing as deadline for transfers. I don't know. I don't know that.
No, it's very valid. Thank you so much, Odun. Thank you. Well, it's we're talking PVC, and I don't even know where to start from. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Yes. Good morning.
Can
you hear me?
Yes, I can. Please go ahead. Your name and where you
my name is Douglas. Let me begin the producer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Douglas. Yeah, thank you for
Hello. Please call me back. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name or where are you calling us from?
My name is John. I'm calling from Lekki.
Go ahead, John.
I think Nigerians have eventually hit the call for them to get their PVC. Can we say Nigerians have now become very obedient people? Because INEC have been calling over the years since democracy, come and register for the PVC, and they have been disobedient. Now suddenly everybody is now obedient, rushing to go and get PVC. Congratulations, Nigerians.
I saw what you did there. Anyway, it's see, however it is, and I so agree with Odun because she took me back to my papers, meaning that we won't have this so much rush if we have an institution that properly works. We will not be in this rush, having to beg people, having to get to the point where machines are not working, having to be selective and all of that. We will not have to get to the point where, if we've been able to vote, we've been able to get our voters cards very early. Nigeria, eh? Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, correctly. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, the thing is, they call us for everybody to come and register for the voters register or whatever. So, I mean about this. Yeah, I think what happened. I you should think that at that point in time, because I can tell you, I for one, I am in Nigeria, I would vote. I'm not going to come. About Nigeria in the war, who is going to win the game? You know what they are going to do. You do so much, they don't know how to do my thing. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Chukwemeka.
From.
Hello.
I can hear you. Chukwemeka from where?
Okay, I'm calling from Ireland right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Just like the caller before the last caller, the lady has said that all of a sudden Nigeria becomes obedient to register. Yes. For years, we have never been obedient like this before. And I'm one of the obedient Nigerians at this time because I want to obey the law and I want to register this time around. I've never registered because of what has been happening, all this. For this time around, I'm even trying. I went to what they call it, the CBS. I couldn't get, but I still go back, no matter what you take me, because I'm a good Nigerian and I want to be obedient this time around.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm encouraging every Nigerian, especially youth, please, no matter what you take you, get your PVC. The meaning of PVC is P2B voters card. Please, let us get our PVC so that we can do the right thing this time around.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. It signals on 91.3. We're talking permanent voters card. Have you gotten yours? What do you think your PVC would do for you? There's some parts of the country that are recording high turnout of voters, while other parts have been faced daily with challenges. I don't know why electorate INEC is not doing something about, but I'm sure that they're doing something about it. I'm sure. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You know where you're calling us from?
Okay, my name is CJ. I'm calling from Isheri.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm going to sound like I'm not from this planet.
Why?
And I'll give you reasons. Nigerians are not serious.
Why? Why are we not serious?
That's why I said I'm going to sound like I'm not from this planet.
Okay.
Number one, when the issue of NIN came up, I did mine as far back as 2018. Government shouted and shouted and shouted. Nigerians were reluctant to go and do it. Until to get government to disconnect some phones before they woke up and know that government was serious. INEC has been shouting since last year, go and register. Go and get your PVC. Go and register for your PVC. Let me tell you how it happened to me. In the comfort of my house, I logged into INEC office, INEC website, did the pre-registration, went to where I registered, I did my data capturing and all that. My time was 12:30 to appear before INEC office. I got there by 12:30. An INEC official asked me what was the stipulated time on the form I fit online. I told him it was 12:40. He said, okay, I should hold on. Immediately it was 12:40. I was ushered in for data capturing. Now, some days back, I got a text message. Your PVC is ready. Come and pick it up. And I walked straight in without spending up to 10 minutes. I was handed over my PVC. I did the registration last year, July. I got the PVC somewhat this month, yes. Seamlessly, no stress. So why would Nigerians wait till 5 minutes till the whole world is rushing into INEC office to run? The system will crash. Nigeria have not gotten to that stage of like handling peak or bulk data at the same time. The internet cannot carry it. There'll be bottlenecks. We don't have light here. They will tell you that the machine is done and one thing on the other. I mean, but this is something somebody would have done seamlessly, like since last year, without stress. Now everybody is crying.
Okay. The man from outside planet, thank you so much for going to register. At least you've given us good feedback on how seamless it is. Well, the power of one vote. And I'll quickly read something to us quickly. And so that this would sort of help. We know that the system we're clogging the system. We have a diverse opinions here. Okay, let me pick this one. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Ayo. I'm calling from Mafuliko, Oshodi.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, my own take this one is, why can't INEC do this voters registration every year? Why must they wait till 2 years or a year before election before they start registering people? Because year in, year out, people turn 18 and people, you can...
Hello.
You are eligible to vote once you are 18-year-old. Why should we wait till a year before election before we start registering new voters? And why I did my voters card in the north, but I live in Lagos now. I can't vote here because I have to transfer my my voters card down here. Why should I have to do that since it is a national means of identification? Why can't I vote anywhere I live? So far I live in Nigeria. I don't understand why we have to do this, and INEC will tell me they need to make a new law for them to allow Nigerians to vote anywhere. We just have a way of stressing Nigerians to do what can be done seamlessly here. Voters card that everybody, you should be able to access the portal of INEC and register and go and pick it up anytime, any day that you have chance. It shouldn't be when election is about a year before we now start.
I'm sorry about that, and I get you correctly. My time is almost up, but let me quickly read this. We do not pick WhatsApp lines yet. The power of one vote. In 1649, one vote caused Charles I of England to be executed. In 1654, one vote gave Oliver Cromwell the control of England. 1776, one vote gave America the English language instead of German language. In 1839, one vote elected Marcus Martin, the governor of the state of Massachusetts. In 1845, one vote brought Texas into the Union. In 1868, one vote saved the President Andrew Johnson from impeachment. In 1875, one vote changed France from a monarchy to a republic. 1876, one vote gave B.A.'s the President of the United States. In 1923, one vote gave Adolf Hitler the leadership of the Nazi Party. Now, where am I going with all of this? Again, one vote preserved the selective service system just 12 weeks before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in 1960. Richard Nixon lost the presidential election to John F. Kennedy by less than 1 vote per percent in the US. Yes, your one vote can make a difference. With your permanent voter's card, you can make a difference in the coming elections. I plead with you with the message of God, that in as much as the process can be very frustrating, we know what we've gone through in the last 4 years. Wherever your candidate may be, what is much more important is Nigeria is bigger. Nigeria is a nation where we want things to work. I just hope that going forward, every year as each child turns 18, we march them by ourselves to INEC office to go and register. That way we will not be in a rush every election year, every year preceding the election year, to get our voters card. I just hope that in as much as I wish that you know, when so there's this, those people that used to come and give us, is it polio vaccine? They will carry they'll carry their boxes and we're going from one house to the other to ensure that every child has polio vaccine. I just hope that we get to the point where INEC officials themselves will be going house to house to register each child that turns 18. I wish that would happen, but in the meantime, INEC officials, please, Wale, I remember Wale sent us an errand this morning that we get INEC officials to make it very easy, and then we also conduct ourselves. We're all one, regardless of the tribe. We want a nation that works. That's the clamor with our PVC. We just want a nation that works, so that we don't have systemic rot in our institutions where we have to wait till dying minute for us to start rushing. I just hope that however it is, we get a country that works. In the meantime, I'd leave you in the hands of, I had to go and look for Tim Dakulo's Great Nation because I love to play. Please, Ayode, don't start. Have you got your PVC?
I have my PVC. Take.
Yeah, Pele. To we come your way again next week, Saturday. Create opportunities for people. Please, when you go to the PVC stand, any information that they give you, just do it and let's just get it working. I beg. Have a wonderful week.
Please don't just collect your PVC. Collect. Don't lose hope till next year, because you have 9 months to wait.
You know,
they need to wait till next year and vote.
Do you know that some callers have started calling to canvass for some people?
Is it about
in their
canvassing?
conversations? I want you to go and collect your PVC. See, Corridor. Have a wonderful time with Corridors. Till we come your way again.